Let me unmute myself. There we are. Welcome everyone to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. My name is Larkin. I'm coming to you live from the United States. Welcome and thank you all for tuning in. Sorry I am late today. My father is actually in the hospital and I had to deal with some serious conversations from the hospital. So I had to take care of that first. Thank you guys for your patience and for understanding. Let's do our preparation to receive. This is a sacred hour with spirit. I will only be on an hour today because I have to go to the hospital and my parents' house and barn duty tonight. So I still have a full day's work ahead, but I am looking forward to this sacred hour with spirit. This is a time where you need to be open to receive, because your spirit teams, your angels, your loved ones, your spirit guides, your spirit teachers, your spirit communities even watching this are present for you. And there will be messages and guidance coming through for you, even if you do not get called on for a personal and private reading. Okay. Most of you know I'm super thorough. I do my online live readings more like some personal readings are. Private readings, and spirit is really trying to get me to reach as many people as possible for healing and for peace. So they are guiding me. So I will be picking and choosing depending on where spirit directs me today. But also they've asked me to ask you to please be specific in your questions, in your requests, because this helps spirit and I cut out the time of the legwork. And that way, since I'm more thorough, it helps me to get to more people. Okay. So welcome, guys. Kawizi, Linda Owen, Laura Brocky, welcome. Rose Sullivan, hello. Thank you, Rose. Yes. So my dad is a TM meditator. He has been longer than I've been alive, over 50 years. And so luckily he's still meditating, and that has gotten him through illness before. So thank you for your thoughts and prayers, guys. We're going to be starting a prayer circle. I will be announcing when that is, but that's going to be super important too. And we're going to also be doing that through school. So I'm going to put my school community down here, guys. If you guys have not visited my school yet, it's only 5 days old. So I don't have a ton in it yet, but I'm inputting courses in there and free events. And it's a like-minded community where you guys can go for both mindset and manifesting work and spiritual and metaphysical stuff, because they're not mutually exclusive. So if you want to check out my school, say hello, join the community. We're going to be doing all sorts of great things this month, but we are just getting started. So I'd love to have you there. Okay. Oh, also, guys, I did my first terrific tips again. If you're feeling stuck, so you should check out my YouTube page. It's posted up here, and my Facebook page. I have terrific tips on there. You guys are never stuck, so I'm really focused on that this week. All right. Okay, Paul Freed, welcome. Carrie, hello. Guys, do me a favor. Let's just take a moment and make sure you've left your garbage at the door. That means, your burdens, your overthinking, your worries, your stresses, perhaps your need for, oh my God, I got to have a reading today, or I need answers. Leave that all at the door. I'm trying to straighten my table here. Because why? If you listen to me a lot, you should know why, because it makes you more open to receive. And since your spirit teams are here and they know what you need, even if you don't get called on personally, they will work through other readings and guidance that they are called to give me for you. So make sure, keep typing your questions for me in the comments for sure. So to help me see them, I will star you guys. Thank you, Kawizi. I appreciate the prayers, guys. Prayer does work, especially collectively. And we are going to do a prayer circle. So I'll teach you guys about that. But, I want you guys to all realize that if you are engaged in these lives, you will get things out of it, and you will start to see the messages coming through other people's readings and guidance from your spirit teams too. You're going to be like, oh my God, I really needed to hear that. Also, I want to say this because I think it can't be said enough. If you don't get called on or you don't get a reading, since spirit is guiding me or whoever's reading, know that spirit knows best. Right? And I trust spirit implicitly. And so I trust that when they guide me to who to choose, that they know, like, they know things we don't know. They know, like, exactly when you are, it's going to click with you in here and you're going to respond or take action on what they've sent you. They know when you're emotionally in the perfect place to hear or process certain things. They know when the reader is perfectly receptive to match up with them better. They just know. And so I have to trust that. So don't ever feel you're being begrudged, no matter where you are or who's reading for you. Don't feel you're being begrudged because you are being taken care of by spirit. Okay. All right. Linda, thank you for being specific. Guys, don't forget to be specific. And Rose, awesome. Hi, Michelle Graham. I've been thinking about you. Guys, don't forget to check out my school. Michelle Graham, you and your mom should definitely join my school because there's free conversations. There's everything from free help to low and high end support on there, both from mindset and spirituality. And what I find with a lot of you guys, hey, Casey, hi, Nita, hi, Laura. I said hi, Laura already. Paul, I've got you starred too. What I have found is that with a lot of you guys, you are able to, thank you, Carrie. You are tapping into both, guys. You are a whole being. Okay. Let's see here, Carrie. Okay, got it. Thank you, Carrie. All right. Got it. Thank you, Kawizi. The reason is, guys, is that, you know, you're a whole being. And so since science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive, you need both the metaphysical aspects and the mindset aspects. You need the introspection and the feeling of connection, but you also need the neuroscience. You need to take responsibility with your habits, with your choices, with your relationships. So my school account there, it does both. It gives you both, and I offer both on there. So Michelle, I think that would be really good for you. You guys just follow that link, okay? All right, so let's do this here. I'm going to light my incense, and we're going to start with here. Let's see here. Hey, Rose. Okay. Let's see. Thank you guys for the healing for my dad. Just making sure I get everything. Oh, from Wales. Yes, Linda, I love it. I got to get there. All right. Thank you guys for repeating some of your questions. Just make sure you're listening when I read for other people. I want to make sure I've got everything starred I needed to here. Thank you guys again. My dad would appreciate the healing. Nita, can you be more specific? Hi, Lars. Welcome. I've said hi to you like a bunch of times. I keep saying hi to you. Okay. Let's see here. When you were going, you really enjoyed it. Not sure what you mean, but you know, you guys can like my YouTube page. There's that guidance there, and the school account. It's SKOOL. It's the link down there, Michelle, and that will help you because it'll be a community for people. Okay, if you go to my YouTube page, I'm gonna have weekly lives I put out there. I just did one today on not being stuck. Okay. And your spirit teams, believe it or not, guys, they use practical guidance. When you guys get on my readings, they're going to give you practical guidance. Some of it's going to be mindset work, psychological work. They have to work in the physical because you're physical right now. Right. So we can't forget that. And this is why readings need to upgrade, because readings can't just be foo-foo, like tell me what's going to happen. I hate that. I hate that. I will not read like that. If you come to me for a reading, expect to get guidance and instruction. And then it's up to you to apply it because you're part of your spirit team, right? I mean, if you want results, or do you not want results, right? A lot of our egos don't really want results. We just think we want results. Okay, so let's see if I start everything. Yes. Thank you, Paul. I've got you started too, buddy. Oh, my classes. Oh, awesome. But you know what, Michelle? You never even really joined my classes. You did the Meet Your Spirit Guides, and so I appreciate that feedback. Gotcha, Maggie. I got you tagged, but you didn't join any of my masterminds. So if you guys want to, got it, Nita. I'm starring you guys. I'm not ignoring you. Michelle, if you guys want, like, through school, you guys can join both my Awakening Your Intuition masterminds without even buying the online course, which is more expensive. And you can join the Mindset Mastermind for manifesting and transformation. You can join both of those for $47 a month. That's thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I used to charge $10,000 a month for coaching for the material that's in there. $10,000 a month versus $47 for two 90-minute mastermind sessions with a community of like-minded people and my personal attention. Okay, so you guys can do that. You can get that through school. Okay. All right, so we're going to start up here with the first star Spirit took me to here. All right, Linda Owen from Wales. I'm sure you're still there. Oh, forgot my incense. We're going to do my incense too, guys. I'm getting a black orchid feeling here, Linda. So we're going to start with the black orchid. All right, my little dogs wanted to come back out, but I'm afraid the squirrels are going to run on the deck while they're out here, and I don't want any dead squirrels. So I love my squirrels, and I love my dogs, and I love my birds. All right, so let's do this. We're going to put this in my little elephant holder. Don't forget, guys, do not forget. Set up your ambiance, music, crystals, quiet place, incense, candles, whatever you need, okay? Let's see if this will strike out here. Here we go. All right, so Linda, we're going to tune into your mom. Hold on one second here. And then, guys, I have to give you Spirit's guidance and advice, which I didn't do today yet. So don't let me forget. They always have a special message they want me to share with you guys. Okay, fantastic. Now we have incense. Now we're ready to go. Woohoo! All right. So let's tune into your mom here, Linda. I'm getting an energy of beauty and grace. Woo! It's blowing all over me, those ashes. An energy of beauty and grace, Linda, of energy of a lovely lady who knew how to carry herself. It's over here, so I don't breathe this in. Who knew how to carry herself in the world, and who tried to pass that on to you, and you can share with me yes or no after I'm describing you what I'm sensing, okay? Hi, June. Welcome. Be specific. Oh, your mom? Okay. A lovely lady. She had a free spirit as well, Linda. But she knew how to integrate it into the world to do what she needed to do. Unfortunately, you know, being in the world is a lot about image and knowing how to come across, right? I see you guys. I've got you starred. But I'm sharing what I sense of her and her personality, and then you can verify. Okay. And then she was just lovely. She had an elegance about her, a ladylikeness about her. She had the poise and the grace. And although she was a free spirit inside, and many people maybe didn't know that, she knew how to present that in the world. And it looks like, you know, an impact that she had on the world where she actually touched a lot of people that people might not have noticed how much she actually touched, impacted, and influenced people. You guys, even in your family, might not have noticed how many things were resolved or that you got to do through her interactions with adults when you were a child, through activities and school that you were engaged in, through issues that came up that you didn't even know about. Again, because she was ladylike. But here in this world, she really used her energy powerfully. As lovely and graceful as she was, she really had a lot of power. She knew about timing, and she knew about how to present and share things, and she knew about how to see what people valued and how to engage that way. It's really quite lovely. And she wants to thank you for showing up to her today. She's what I'm gathering from her image right now She's actually wearing like a beautiful long sleeve silk button down blouse and just lovely, elegant jewelry. And okay, yes, Linda, thank you. You said yes. Okay, so that fits her personality. So that's some validation for you. Excellent. I've got you starred, June. Okay. I'll just show you what she's wearing today. And her nails look lovely. Her jewelry isn't overdone. It's just very elegant. Um, and I'm asking her, it's interesting because I've never had someone, well, I've had people come to me. I've had souls come to me in like orange robes or cloaks, but I've never had them come to me in like elegant, beautiful, like street clothes, right? And this is just an absolutely gorgeous, like the most beautiful orange I've ever seen. Beautiful button down silk blouse. And she's showing me there's a reason for that orange. She said, you know, it's a universally spiritual color and a healing color. It's the color, obviously, that you know the Tibetan monks really value and wear. And she said there's a reason for that. It's got really powerful, strong healing and spiritual qualities. And she wanted to come that way to represent to you that connection. She wanted to radiate that wholeness, she's saying. And you can look more up about orange, okay? She was well liked. Yes. Yes, it makes sense. Okay, thank you for that feedback. Perfect. She says that, you know, there are a lot of good qualities and traits that I just described that actually you learned from her, although you have your own unique personality. But she said you also took aspects and levels of it to a deeper level, such as your, you know, your interest in connecting with the spirit world and your connection there. And she said, you know, it's interesting to hear people say this when they're on the other side. She's not using the word alignment, Linda. She's using the word um she's using the word in tune. She says you're very in tune. You've always been in tune since you were a little child, even if you went through phases of being distracted with friends or different phases and ages growing up. You've always been in tune of what's really going on and what's really important. And she was never worried about you in the world because she said you always had a sense of groundedness about you and observation skills. And so but you were in tune. Again, she's not using alignment, she's using in tuned. Really? Oh, isn't that cool? She loved orange. No way. Guys, you see how excited I get about this? Do you guys understand that when I do these readings, I get as much or more excited than you do? Because it always blows my mind that things come through and are validated that I would have no way of knowing. It just tickles me to death. So I saw orange. I had to share what I saw, and that's so cool. I haven't read for a lot of people who loved orange, so that's very cool. Very neat. Let's see. Hi, Paula. Be specific for me, please. I'm trying to get to everyone I can, okay? Thank you for coming today. Let's see. So she's showing me right now, she's showing me fresh flowers, beautiful fresh flowers. I'm going to name some different things that she's showing me at the time. She's also showing me a lovely, I wouldn't call it a pocketbook. It looks more to me like maybe like a little change purse. It looks to me like it's maybe about that big, not huge. It looks like it has like, it may not be real gold, but it's a gold color clip and like metal frame on it that goes into the material that it's holding. And the material has like it's almost like a satiny feel, but it has like a gold pattern embedded into it. I could hold it in my hand. Maybe it was a little makeup case, but it looks to me like a change purse. Good evening, Maria. Thank you, Paula. And it snapped. Looks like it's snapped, and it would have fit in a pocketbook. It would have fit in a purse. She's showing me that of hers. She's also showing me scarves. I don't see them so much in connection to you as her. So I'm seeing them as scarves that were belonging to her. She's showing me she's showing me, but kind of telling me. She's like, she had like another special ring. So she's showing me like two hands. She's like, for each hand, she had a very special ring. So it looks like one, I'm assuming these are her hands that I'm seeing. She's showing me two hands. So I'm attributing them to her wedding ring and band. But then on the right hand, she's showing me another ring that she says is very significant. It was also a treasure. And again, her hands look lovely. She believes and sees you to be doing well, Linda. But she says, you know, there's the usual life stuff that you worry and stress about. And she's also concerned about your health or you being healthy. She's not showing me any significant issue. But she's showing me you thinking about and trying to be healthy and wanting to make sure that you keep your health up to par. I'm going to look over here and see if any of these relate to you. She's being very clear. She's a very good communicator. I've just planted a rose garden. I've got the book here with me and chained purse. Wonderful. There you go. So guys, that is that's called evidential mediumship. Okay, so that's evidence. Souls don't always come through and give me that clear of evidence. Sometimes they're more clear. But I try to always ask them to give me 3 pieces of evidence, and depending on how they've passed the energetic connection, how difficult or easy it is at the time to get through, their connection with me, and if the family, how much trauma is going on there, what I have to work through, usually determines what evidence comes through. So thank you for that validation that evidence was accurate for her. I've got about 60 of Mom's scarves in my bedroom. Yep. But she's definitely showing me the scarves. So, and I'm not surprised, Linda, because, you know, that comes, you know, with her being stylish, what she was showing me with her elegance and her style. And then she's showing me the scarves, you know, I can see where that would be a good match for her. And I appreciate her showing that. So she's showing you the rings, the scarves, and the little change purse. And yes, you've got 2 of her rings. Amazing. Wow. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes, good. So thank you for confirming. That was perfect timing. Guys, Linda's doing this the perfect way. She's waiting and allowing me to read and get the evidence. And then she's saying yes or no and confirming. And that's the best way to do it, because then spirit could come through with evidence for you. Okay. I appreciate that, Linda. Okay. Said, yes, I'm struggling with grieving as Mom only passed away in October. Yes, you did miss her. Here's the thing that concerns her, that when she's referring to your health, though, that's of concern is so I don't know if you take walks, but she's showing me you like taking walks, trying to stay healthy. And I don't know if it's you're going to take walks or she's watching you take walks now, moving around, trying to be outdoors, trying to be healthy. I think planting the roses was a beautiful idea. But when we're grieving and we're down about things, that does when we do that for a certain amount of time extended, it does tend to affect our health, right? Because it's the mind and the body, and it impacts our well-being. It impacts, our nervous system. It upsets our stomach and impacts our intestine, which is really responsible for our physical health. And emotions are the mind and the body. So it's very important that we grieve in a very healthy way in order to not have that turn into like illness or aches and pains or things like that, right? Yeah, isn't that neat, June? It's pretty neat how that comes through, isn't it? Her mom's amazing. Her mom's amazing. Thank you for repeating, Nita. I see you and I've got you started, honey. So, what she wants you to do, and this is your call to action here, Linda, is she really wants you to make yourself and your well-being a priority. The grieving is important. And what she's sharing with me is that one of the ways to grieve, remember I said how we grieve is important. One of the ways to grieve in a healthy manner. Isn't that amazing, Maggie? Let's see, you're walking a lot, doing lots of garden. Yeah, that's what she's showing me. She's showing that you're walking and you're in the garden, and that's very good. Being in nature is going to really help the grieving, and so that's one of the things she wanted to guide you in, since how we grieve matters. Grieving in a way that is, allowing yourself to feel the emotion, but keeping a focus on the future is very important. Here's a trick. I don't want to call it a trick, but here's a trick and tip. I share a lot of this, guys, in my Powerful Choices lives for mindset coaching. Okay, this will be if you guys decide to join the two mindset masterminds for $47 a month. This will be a lot of the type of things you learn. Okay, you have to be present and surrender to how you're feeling. So don't try to fight the discomfort. It's not the pain of loss that's the problem. It's our resistance to the pain of loss. So how it is we handle it is the problem. Okay. So what she wants you to do, and she says you're doing all the right things. She wants you to like rewrite and rewire. So as you're grieving, find new things that you love and enjoy. Find those feelings that you shared with her and find something to replace them in. Okay. Turning your grief into an activity of creation, which is what she's showing me you are doing with these gardens, is a perfect way to heal from the grief. And she's like, it's going to be 3 years or so before you really start to feel better. But she's also telling me that she wants you to engage enough in the love and the peace and the joy that doesn't become something that sticks on your personality. Okay. You never truly get over our loved ones. But I do believe, and the reason I do this, guys, is because I do believe that when you really know and trust and you get evidence and validation like she's given you through me today, that she is present, that your loved ones are really present, that they really haven't gone anywhere. And you remember that it's not life here and then death, and then you'll see them on the other side, because there is no death. It's really that you were there before. You were on the other side before. Eternally, you were on the other side. And then you're here as a little pit stop. And then we pass back into non-physical and we go right back to where we came from in non-physical, right? So she's right back where the two of you started off together in this life. Okay. And I think it helps to remember that we came from there, and we have amnesia so that it can feel like when another one passes on and goes home, it feels like loss to us. But there is no such thing as loss. Nothing is ever lost. She just returned home before you, just like she got here before you. Okay. So I hope that is helpful to you. I'm going to send your mom with you, Linda. I want to thank you for letting me read for her. I'm thanking your mom so much for being such a great communicator and giving us evidence for you. Let's see, there's one more comment you made. I got you, Kawizi. I'm making a memorial garden next year for my mom and dad. Yeah, see, that's what she's talking about. So you're creating something. You're making a creation out of this grief, right? It's something beautiful for them. That is perfect. And this is why she says you're so in tune and she's so proud of you. So no, she does come in your dreams. She does visit you in the astral plane. She hears you. I know you guys hear me say this to everybody, but I think it's important to remind you, she sees and hears you. And the evidence she gave me today, there is no way I could have possibly known, because I don't know you. I don't know her. I know nothing about her. And it blows my mind. But she came through with beautiful evidence. So I thank you to her, and I'm going to send you off with your mom, Linda. Mwah. You will be able to connect with her now more clearly, okay? And keep me posted, please. Keep me posted, dear. All right, guys. Spirit's like, keep moving, keep moving. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do this one, and then we'll go back to another mediumship reading. Nita, are you still there, honey? Let me know if you're still there, please, in the comments. I always like to check to see. And Kawizi, guys, we'll get to you, however many people I can get to, okay? Regina, welcome from Wales again. Yay, awesome. You are welcome, Linda. I'm glad that helped. All right, Nita. Yes, you're here. Awesome. Okay. That was an amazing message, wasn't it, June? Love it. Thank you guys for the hearts and feedback. I love how you all support each other in this. Okay, so let's see here. Kawizi, you showed up to one of my other lives today. I love it. My terrific tips. Will I find work soon, or will I do healing work instead? Okay, so again, let me take a sip here. Remember, guys, this is lesson learning and reading. So Spirit's going to come through with even a little more guidance for you here, okay? Again, guys, my goal is to take this beyond just readings. Readings should not be, I'm saying this for those of you who were here earlier or were not here earlier. Don't forget, guys, to like and love this if you find this valuable, okay? Readings should not be a place where you come and passively ask questions like that. It's fine that you ask that question, but I want you to understand there's more to the answer than, yes, you're going to find work. You're going to find it next week. And no, you're not going to do the healing. It's not like that. That's not how it works. The power needs to be given to you, Nita. It needs to be placed in your hand. And most importantly, what Spirit's telling me right now, your spirit guides are showing me, is you need to be reminded to ask the right questions. You need to be reminded that it's not about waiting to find out if what in life is going to happen to you. It's about handing you the power that your spirit team is constantly trying to remind you you have to decide. You see, will I find work soon? Now, bear with me. This is your spirit team. They've been trying to tell you this. And being a mindset coach, right, and transformational specialist, I'm the perfect person to share this with you because I understand how this works. The question is not, will I find work soon? The question is, how can I notice the opportunities that are coming my way? How can I notice the work opportunities that are coming my way? And what am I not choosing that is causing me to have to wait? Okay. See, or will I be doing healing work instead? Okay, here's another version of what you should be asking yourself instead. The will I find work or will I be doing healing is a disempowering question. You're actually giving your power away. Okay, guys, most people don't know this. We're not taught this. You are a powerful manifester. What you don't realize, Nita, is that 95% of your mind you're unaware of is making a choice. The choice you're making subconsciously is creating your current reality. So here are some real questions for you, and I would write them down. Your spirit guides have been trying to get through this with you. What do you want? What do you want? If you're asking, will I find work soon or will I be doing healing instead? You're in limbo. You're not sending out a clear vibrational frequency to send either one your way. And you're going to be just hovering there waiting. As you know, we manifest where we are right now, who and what we are right now. So if you're sitting there wondering, that means you either haven't made a decision or you've made a decision in that subconscious, that 95% of your mind, that's your ego, that you're not aware of, to not know, or you're being indecisive. You actually have to choose. Okay. Now, sometimes we choose in that 95% of our mind we're not aware of. So here's the real question. Here's another one you can use. What would bring me the greatest fulfillment and joy? So I ask you, Anita, how do you want to feel? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be in the healing work? Or do you want to just have, a job that we can come home and forget about and not worry? That's up to you. Okay. What I see unfolding is a process. I see that probably your most practical choice, if you were stepping up and saying, okay, I got to decide because I'm tired of waiting around, would be to choose a job that you like, but it might not be the end all. And while you're doing that, to experiment with how you want to do healing work. Because I used to coach women in business, and a lot of times what I found was women would choose not to work, or they would quit their jobs to leap into doing healing work or coaching work or something that they wanted, like a business. And then they'd be strapped for money and they'd feel stuck. And they wouldn't have the money for trainings or certifications. They wouldn't have the money to start a business. They'd be trapped. So usually the wisest thing to do is to go out and get a job with the plan that you're going to move into the healing work. And that's what I see is the most stable option for you with your choices. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. What your spirit guides are showing me is going to happen. Okay. If you choose, sorry about that really loud car. If you choose to step into your power, to take radical responsibility, and instead of asking what's going to happen, you decide, you choose, you make my powerful choices, and you say, I want to be a healer. I want to facilitate healing, and I want to do healing work. And boom, you make that decision. And then you're like, I want to feel secure until I can transition fully into healing work. This is great job over here. It's part-time or whatever. I'm going to do that for 6 months while I get into an area of healing that I want, whatever that is. Maybe you're going to do massage and you become a massage therapist at someone's center, or, maybe you're doing whatever it is you're doing. Okay. But understand that it's easiest to manifest from a stable place. So make sure you're stable first. Okay. Turn those questions into powerful choices. And this is true for all of you guys. Turn your question of what's going to happen in the future into a powerful choice in the present. This is what your spirit guides have trying to get through to you. Okay. And you've got 2 of them really strongly trying to work with you on this, Nita. Okay. Very strongly. Okay. Let's see here. Let me come over here and see if it makes sense. Okay. Good. I got you, June. I got you started, honey. Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Hold on. Highlighted the whole thing. Okay. Makes so much sense. Good, Michelle. I'm glad you see that. Hi, Deborah Chapman. Thank you for joining us. You understand that, Nita. Good. Amazing. Isn't that cool? Okay. Presh, there you are. Hello. All right. Let me scroll back down here. Hey, Presh, check your emails from me. I'm sorry you missed Meet Your Spirit Guides. So, guys, on the 30th, I had Meet Your Spirit Guides. And and we had some technical issues, and most of the people waited for me to send the new link, but I think some of the people gave up and left. So we had 4 people that missed the event, and Presh, you were one of them. So Presh, you need to email me and let me know if you want to be on the next one on the 27th. It was just a Zoom link issue. Zoom wouldn't let us use the link I gave you. So if you decide you want to join us again, we got on 15 minutes late, but most everybody made it. So if you want to join us again, Presh, let me know. Okay, let's see here. I just want to make sure I'm finishing up with Nita here before we go. That's great advice. Working until I'm stable first before healing work. Yes. Now that advice, Nita, is a combination of experience. I struggled building my business for well over 10 years. I had to learn that. And I have taught, I had a coaching program for women starting businesses with what they love, with their passion. And that was something most of them needed. So, 99% of the time, that's the right advice, unless you already have a big nest egg. I mean, the women that didn't have to do that had all this money saved and stored, and they had enough money that they could afford to go a whole year without working and to go into a new profession such as healing. Okay, so if you don't have that, this is the best way. And this isn't just coming from me. I can second it as a business and manifesting coach, but this is coming from your spirit team who's been watching you. Okay, so that's all right. All right. Let's see here. All right, so Nita, keep me posted. Guys, don't forget, here is my school link. If you like what we're doing here today, and you believe and agree and understand that science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive, and you want to be a part of a community that is both working with mindset and manifesting and transformation and building clarity and confidence, and they are interested in spiritual and metaphysical aspects of life and awakening their intuition, then you'll want to join me down here at the school. Okay, you want to join it at our school. It's only 5 days old, so you're not going to see a ton in there yet, but I have people moving over from my other platforms. There's going to be free opportunities in there. There's going to be low paid opportunities like my 2 masterminds a week for $47 a month, which is an absolute steal, guys. It's an absolute steal. And then there'll be courses and programs and coaching available too. Okay, it's up to you. But if you are liking this and you like this guidance from spirit, you're going to want to be a part of that. Okay. Okay. You don't have any money put aside to do the work first. Perfect. So that's why spirit is telling me that. Okay. So Nita, you know what to do. Your spirit team has just made sure you know what to do. Okay. So thank you for letting me read for you. All right, guys. Spirit's like, keep moving, Larkin, keep moving. Thank you guys for being specific with your questions so I can get to more people. Okay. Don't forget, guys, on Friday is Furball Friday. I'm trying to scroll up here and get the next one I had starred. So Friday's readings are Furball Fridays. Okay. Let's see. And Kawizi, I see your message about your dad and your grandma. Don't forget, it doesn't matter how long they've been gone. They're still just as present with you, okay? They're outside of time and space, guys. They're outside of time and space. Paul, you've been on here a couple times and haven't gotten a reading. Probably because of how long I've been on and you've had to pop off. Let me know, Paul, if you're still here. You're the next one I have starred, okay? Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. Yeah, thank you guys. You're welcome, Nita. Thank you guys for the prayers for my dad who's in the hospital. I appreciate that. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Jasmine. We'll get to you here in your comments too, okay? Whew. Oh no, just got a little gnat in my coffee. All right. Hi, Grace. Welcome. Guys, if you want to join the Meet Your Spirit Guides, I've got you starred, Paula. If you want to meet Meet your spirit guides. I'm looking for your comment, Paul. Make sure you're still there. There's Paul and then there's Paula. I was trying to read for Paul, but I think Paul might have gotten off. If you guys want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, let me scroll all the way down. Hold on. If you guys want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, you need to email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. I have very limited spaces for this event. So if you want to participate, you will need to email me there and just say Spirit Guides. Okay, so I can get you registered. All right. All right. I don't see Paul. So we'll move on to the next one. Sorry, Paul. I just try to make sure you guys are here before I before I do a reading, just in case. Okay, I see you too, June. Hold on. Scrolling up, guys. I've got you starred. Trying to go back down and find. Thank you guys for repeating your questions. Okay, Paul is not here now. So, Rose Sullivan, you're next. Are you still there? Let me know, Rose, if you're still there, please. Rose Sullivan, I want to talk to your granny. I love your granny. Let me know if you're still there, okay? Let's see here. Guys, I need you to be specific, and I will do my best. I've not been good at this lately. If I don't get to you today, I will do my best to if I don't get home in the middle of the night, to get on and answer your comments. I still have like 3 lives I need to go back and answer the people who I did not do readings for. Try to at least get back to you on the comments, okay? Because obviously I can't get to everyone today, but I'm trying. And then Spirit wants me to be specific, Grace. So you need to be specific with your question. That's their way of helping me move along and get through more people faster, okay? Rose Sullivan, are you there? So Presh, remember what I just said. You need to be specific. If you want a reading, you have to be specific about what you want, because they want me to move along more quickly, okay? That way I don't have to do the legwork. They can connect more quickly with me. You're here. Great. Okay. I see you, Queasy. Okay. And don't forget, Presh, if you want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides again, you need to email me, because you never got back to me after not logging on the other day. So since you missed that event, it was an awesome event. So if you decide you still want to join us, email me. Since you were signed up last time, I'll make sure you get a spot if you email me, okay? But Presh, be specific with your request for today, okay? All right, Rose Sullivan. Yeah. Hold on. Your Granny Rose. I love her. I love connecting with her. So we've connected with her before, Rose, and you've been coming to my lives for a while. And she's still there and watching over you, just like always. You're just as close and connected. Very, very close soul connection. She's showing me energetically, Rose, that let's see here. Hold on a second. Isn't that lovely, June? It's lovely. So hold on, guys. I see you, Casey. Guys, I see you. I just can't get to everybody. I'm honestly trying. I have like at least 10 people that I miss every time, and I try to get to, okay? So this is your message from your granny this time, Casey. Hold on here. She doesn't want you to get stuck in a rut. She wants you to get your energy moving, a little more shaken up, she says. She's showing me that you might not realize, but she is seeing from the outside, it looks to her like you're getting yourself stuck in it looks like you're getting stuck in an energy rut. Okay, so Carla, here, I'm going to put my email in here again, larkinsreadings@gmail.com. So this email, guys, is on all of my pages. And in every live I do, I share this. So if you lose it, Carla, you can go back and find it. I post it in every single live I do. So it's easy to find my email, okay? Okay, if you were on the list, it's probably because I have too many things going on. I did not see you in my messenger. So it might have gotten lost in my Gmail. I didn't have an email record or a messenger record of you, Carla, but I have so many people doing different things with me. That's why I'm trying to get my assistant doing all this stuff for me. So go ahead and email me and just type spirit guides. Guys, sorry, Rose, I don't mean to be ignoring you. When you guys email me, you need to save my email address to your contacts, because if you don't, when I respond to you, it will probably go to spam. And then you will think I haven't gotten back to you. Okay. So save my email to your contacts so I can get back to you, and then I can add you to the Meet Your Spirit Guides list. Okay. Yes, you have connected with her before, Rose. I remember connecting with your granny, and I absolutely love. I love connecting with her. I think she has an absolutely wonderful energy about her. But what she's showing me again is that, let's see. What she's showing me, Rose, is that you have some stagnant energy, and you need to go in and find out why you have that stagnant energy and where it is. She's showing me this is either going to come from, and this is both me as a coach, a mindset coach who can help you with this, talking, your spirit guides who have been working with you on this, they're showing me, and your granny. Now, Rose, you need to be doing the Meet Your Spirit Guides. And I've been telling you that for a really long time. So working with your spirit guides is really going to help you. You guys, if you go to my my YouTube page or even my Facebook pages today, guys, I did a terrific tips today, and you know what it was on, Rose? It was on not being stuck. It was on not being stuck. You are not stuck. That's what it was about. So if you are interested in, getting unstuck, because she's showing me some stagnant energies, I would go and listen to my YouTube page video I just did today. Terrific tips about not being stuck. That's the first thing. Second of all, I would sign up for Meet Your Spirit Guides, because your spirit guides, Rose, have been trying to help you with this. And now your grandma is trying to help you with this as well. Your granny is trying to help you with this also. Okay. And I will try to find the, let's see, I'll see if I can find oh, wait, you know what? You don't even need that. So if you guys go to this right down here, this scrolling message, you'll see my My Powerful Choices YouTube page. Like and follow that, and you will get my terrific tips. And today's terrific tips, Kawizi was there, was all about not being stuck, how you're not stuck. Okay. But she's showing me the stagnant energy, and that starts with the mind. It starts with your mindset. So it's either something you're not aware you need to do, shifts and changes. It indicates to me that you are ready to grow more than you are ready to make choices that take a risk and get you out of your comfort zone. And Rose, this is not unusual. This is true. We all go through these phases. But here's what your granny's concerned about, which is probably why you asked today to get a reading from her, okay? She doesn't want you to get stuck there. She wants you to keep moving. You have to keep your energy moving in life. You have to do something every day that you're scared of. You have to step out of your comfort zone. I talk about this in today's Terrific Tips video. You guys are human right now. You're in physical form with an ego and a mind and a brain. And so you have to process accordingly. Okay. You have to shake things up. You have to take some risks. You have to start thinking and feeling and making some different choices. Boy, it is loud today. I am so sorry. Oh, my neighbor. Well, he either has very loud company on a motorcycle or he has a motorcycle. Oh, I don't like that. Anyway. All right, Rose. So let's see what you say here. Oh, yes, I feel stuck in everything at the moment. Okay, so here's what you need to do before I go on to the next reading. Okay, your spirit guides and your granny brought you here. This is what I help people do. I help them to transition out of struggle and suffering and feeling stuck and to realize you're never stuck. You may feel stuck, but you're not stuck. So listen to that YouTube video first and foremost. You can find it on my page listed down here. Okay. Second of all, you should sign up for my Meet Your Spirit Guides. I put the Larkins readings at gmail.com in here. Okay. If you guys don't take action on these things, I can't help you. If you go to another reader and you just get them to say, oh, this is what's going to happen, that doesn't help you either. You need to listen to Spirit's guidance. You followed your intuition and you're here. You need to follow through. And I've seen you on my lives for years and you've never done anything to work with me. Maybe you've gone and worked with other people. But you guys understand that you have to do more than just showing up for readings or listening to people on lives or reading a book. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just telling you, I've been through this. Like you can't, here's the problem, guys. And those of you wanting a reading are like, oh my God, here she goes. Why didn't she get to our readings? But this is what I mean when I say be open to receiving, because Spirit is talking to all of you. Even if I haven't called on you right now, press who's asking about things. This is also for you. So you're wanting a reading, but make sure you're listening to what's coming through here. Because this is where most people fall short. And this is why it doesn't have to be me. This is why I encourage people to join a community like my school community, join a mastermind. There's lots of those. You don't have to join mine. I have a $47 a month, 2 masterminds a week to give you support. When we try to do things by ourselves, oh, so loud. Next time I'll have to do this inside. I might have to move inside. When we try to do things by ourselves, our egoic mind takes over and we can't hear our intuition or our spirit guides. Okay, I'm not saying you can't hear them by yourself, but I'm saying when you guys go out in the world, you're interacting, you're using your prefrontal cortex, you're using your cognitive mind, and you just repeat your habits of thought all the time. And then your spirit guides are trying to get through, your angels, your loved ones. If you didn't miss your granny so much, you might not have even heard her trying to get you on the live today. This is for all of you guys. Thank you, Kweezy. I love that. You're definitely listening to the whole show. It's important. I love that about you, Kweezy. I love it. You show up every live, you engage, you're patient, you listen, you wait. That's what it takes. I'm telling you, there's a lot of you on here that just jump from reader to reader and you haven't invested any money, which is energy. You'll have to eventually invest in yourself. You don't have to pay me. But when you guys are always just doing stuff for free, you're not investing your energy. When you're sitting passively and asking for answers, but you're not engaging, or you're thinking, when is she going to get to me? When is she going to get to me? I have answers I want. I am scolding you. I'm letting you know why, because I've been there. I've been that person. And hundreds of my clients have been that person. And I bet there's hardly anyone who doesn't do that. So my question to you, Rose, and your spirit guides ask you, what do you want more? Do you want to get unstuck? You're never stuck. Do you want to feel unstuck? Do you want to know how to get to the next thing so you can love life and stop worrying about where you feel like you're not engaging? Where you worry about feeling like you're not creating any change or growth and feeling worse and worse about it? Or do you want to take some risks and get out there? You're hoping to open your own spiritual church, but I'm afraid. Well, you should be afraid. You know why? Do you know why you should be afraid of that? How are you going to lead others if you can't take a risk yourself? Why would you open a spiritual church if you're not listening to your own intuition and taking risks? I'm not trying to put you down. I'm sharing with you why your spirit guides want you to take action, to take a risk. Okay? When you open your own church, you're going to have people coming to you that you will need to have the experience that they need to have in order for you to offer them anything. Right? Like, I have no business teaching someone to high wire walk or swing on a trapeze. I've never done it. So I would think that before you open your own church, you need to have that complete and utter spiritual faith in what you're doing to implement what your intuition and spirit team is telling you. Okay? So you have to do, in order to open that spiritual church, you have to do what others haven't done and you don't want to do in order to become the one that can lead that and open that. Does that make sense? Okay. It took me over 10 years of wanting to start a business before I ever even started it, because I'd never did it and I didn't know what I was doing. And I was not getting out of my comfort zone. So your spirit team is backing you, but the risks you don't want to take are the risks that give you the power and the authority to open a church. There's a lot of people that open churches, guys, that should not have opened churches. That open businesses shouldn't open businesses because they haven't done it yet. You have to walk that spiritual path first, right? Okay, so let this be evidence and validation. Your grandma sees that. She came to me and showed you she saw the stagnant energy. I've just given you 3 steps like I would have done in a discovery call of what you need to do. Okay. So you can, definitely join my school. Listen to the live I did on my YouTube page today about being stuck. That was the topic today. You're never stuck. That was the topic. Okay. And sign up for Meet Your Spirit Guides. Because if you're going to open a spiritual church, you better be able to get yourself unstuck and follow your spirit guides' guidance. And they've been working with you on this since I met you years ago. Okay. You guys cannot just show up for lives and expect anything to change. You know what it does? It gives you temporary comfort. It tells your ego, oh, I listened to the live today. I got a reading. Guess what? But it doesn't do anything. You have to take your power and do something. Okay. I'm sending you off with your granny. You can do this. Keep me posted. And I'll see you at Meet Your Spirit Guides on the 27th, right? And I'll see you in the school. Okay. I don't get paid for those. Those are free. This is not me trying to get you into something that I'm selling you. They're all free. But at some point, we all have to spend money because money is energy. Okay. So at some point, we have to invest in ourselves. All right. Thank you, Rose. I love you. I love when you're on here. All right, guys, I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm going to have to get off. I have to go to the hospital to see my dad. I have to go across town, take care of their animals, and I have to take care of the barn tonight. So yes, your granny's talking a lot. That's right. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to do a couple of these quick. Yeah, Awakening Your Intuition. So I have an Awakening Your Intuition course. It's $497 if you get it through a discovery call with me. It's way more than that otherwise. But you can join the mastermind along with the Mindset Mastermind for $47 a month. And you can still get support learning to awaken your intuition. Okay, so you have options. You have options. It's not that loud, Michelle. Oh, good. I'm so glad. On my end, it's so loud. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to quick answer. I'm going to quick answer you, Presh, and then I'm going to do, you'll try again, Carla. Okay, good. I hope to see you there, Carla. I'll put my email in there again. But guys, you got to save larkinsreadings@gmail.com to your contacts or you won't hear me reply to you. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I'm going to quick answer this. Did you get my email, Carla? Let me know. And then I'm going to do you, Kawizi. You have 2 businesses. Must I keep open or close it? Okay, so Presh, what do you mean? Do you mean you should close both or one? What do you mean? Let's see here. So guys, I'm going to do Presh, I'm going to do Carla, I'm going to do Kawizi. The rest of you should not be logging off because A, I may call on you, and B, there may be information for you coming through anyway. Okay. Oh, good, Casey. It doesn't interfere with the volume of my speaking. All right. Thank you guys for that feedback. The motorcycle was really loud on my end, like really loud. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. See if pressure or anything. One is for charity and one is for readings. Okay. So it looks like a pressure. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. It looks like one is a charity though. Are they businesses or is one a nonprofit? You're welcome, Rose. That was like having a free discovery call on here. Presh, are you still on here? Let me know if you're on here, Presh, okay? Let me know if you're on here. I'm putting my email in here again, guys. If you decide you want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, you have to save this to your contacts, because if I email you back, you may not get it, okay? Let's see here. I want to see if Presh is still here. Presh, are you still here? Oh, you are. Nonprofit. Right. Well, right. So are they both nonprofit or is one a business? I mean, that's kind of up to you. It's, again, this is a choice. This is a choice. And what I'm getting, Presh, is that there is also some indecision and lack. Oh, there's a helicopter. Good grief. And lack of clarity on your part. You may or may not be aware of. Okay. You know, it's not, I really don't like this word should, guys. I don't like the word should. There is no should. Okay. There is no should. It is a matter of choice, and it's a matter of what you do with that choice. So let's say that your subconscious mind is I'm not saying yours is, Presh. Let's say your subconscious mind is self-defeating and you have a way of constantly making choices that defeat yourself, that set you up for failure. And your ego makes up all these excuses to keep both of them open. And then things bomb and you're overwhelmed and you're like, oh my God, that was a bad decision. That was a wrong choice. Okay. There are no wrong choices. There's just mistakes. So you actually, your spirit guides are showing me they've been trying to get you get out of your head and do more introspection with your intuition. And it's really about asking yourself, Presh, what do you want? Okay. I just sent the email, June. I must have read your mind before I saw your message. There's the email. Guys, you can always scroll up in the comments and find the email and find the link for school, okay? It's a matter of, this is what most people don't realize they're not doing, making a powerful choice. You need to decide. So like, you know, a good way to do this, your spirit team is showing me they've been trying to get you to do this. How does each nonprofit make you feel? So like when you go to work on one of them or you think about them or you talk about them, do you feel a heaviness, Presh? Do you feel sort of a stress and an anxiety, like it feels like a burden? Or do you feel joy? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel high energy? How do you feel, right? This is really important because if when you think of each of these nonprofits, they make you feel energized and joyful and inspired and uplifting, then that is an indication that that's in alignment with you. That has good, high vibing energy. And you're putting in the potential for it to do well, for it to align you with the way you want to feel. The reason we want to feel a certain way, guys, is because, excuse me, when we're feeling good, that's an indication that we're in alignment, okay? When we're feeling heavy or burdened by something, there's something out of alignment. And your spirit guides are showing me that might be why you're checking this out. But they're also showing me that you're really evading the responsibility of making a decision because you're really looking for external signs and support to indicate if you should keep them open or closed or what you should do with them. And your spirit guides are going, no, no, no. I mean, they're right there behind you right now going, no, 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 which is why you should come to the Meet Your Spirit Guides, because they're trying to tell you it's a choice and you have to find which one resonates with you. Okay. I find that you're probably going to end up choosing one of them. Okay. Maybe not, but that looks like that's the choice you're going to make. So if that's the choice you're going to make, find the one that when you think of it, you smile, you light up. It feels like a high vibe. It feels great. And the other one, maybe when you think of, you're kind of like, oh, well, this could be great, but I have to do this and this and this. Okay. Here's the other thing your spirit team is showing me is that if you close one, it doesn't mean it's going to be closed forever, but they're telling you that you should be focusing on one at a time thoroughly rather than spreading yourself thin. And wow, thank you, spirit guides. I can attest to that because that's always my problem. I spread myself way too thin. Okay. So I hope that this helps you, Presh. Yep, to help people. Uh-huh. Yep. To feel it completes you. Okay. You love helping people. So that means you need to find the one that most helps you feel like you're helping people with the most ease and grace, with the least effort, that makes you light up when you think about it. Focus on that one first. And then you can, if unless they both light you up, if they both light you up, that's fine. Otherwise, then you can go back, and once you really have the one, the where you want it to be, and get enough help and support with it, then you can go ahead and start the next one. It's always easier to really focus on one at a time first. Okay. And then it looks like that'll be good, but you want to make sure where the energy goes. Okay. Awesome. Mwah! Thank you for your question today. I hope that helps. And please keep me posted. Okay. That's wonderful. Listen to your spirit guides. They're really egging you on with this. They're really trying to help you. Okay. Easy. That's great. All right. I do believe that you heard it. You're very intuitive. I learned that at Meet Your Spirit Guides. You really are. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. All right. Well, let's see, Koeasy. Let's see. I was either going to pick you or Carla next. I have to look up and see who I have starred next, because then I got to get out of here. Got a long night ahead. And Casey, let's see. I'm not sure what your question was, Casey. I know you wanted... Casey, put your question back in there too, please. All right. I know you wanted to hear from me as well. All right. Carla, I'm looking for yours. And Koeasy, I'm looking for yours. Let's see, guys, there's so many mediumship readings I wanted to get to today. Let's see. Oh, Jasmine, that's really cool. But Jasmine, I'll look into that energy that you saw behind me, okay? I'll look into that energy. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Paula wants to talk to her mom. Grace is curious about Meet Your Spirit Guides. I put my email in there for you, Grace. Let's see. Paula wants to talk to her mom. 1 second here, guys. Sorry. Guys, I'm looking for Carla too. Here's Carla. Let's see. Carla, are you still there? Please let me know if you're there, Carla. I know you tried to get to me before this week. Oh, Casey, you're still working on the new house thing? Okay. Hi, Tia. Welcome. So I know you do, Queasy. We're going to get you. So I want to say this quick, Carla, because we're going to get into yours. I want to say this quick, Casey. I'm quick doing this here. I'm not even putting you up on the screen because then I have to go back and find Carla's. But I want to say this to you, Casey. And unfortunately, I know that this is what I've been telling you for over 2 years because they're still showing me the same thing, Casey. You're saying, do you see me in a new house in the next month or two? Now, 2 years ago, they were showing me the potential for you moving into the house at the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2024. Okay, they were showing me you finding a place and moving around Christmas time. That doesn't mean I was wrong. It doesn't mean spirit was wrong. It means something shifted because that was the momentum of where you were going. Okay. So if you are still looking and waiting to move, I'm going to tell you this again. This is coming from your spirit guides and a coach of over 15 years of manifesting. Okay. This is what I do. I help people manifest. You have to let go of your want and need to move. You have so much resistance and wondering when you're going to move and where and if you're going to move, and you go from reader to reader asking them if you're going to move. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm not just going to be sweet and comforting because that doesn't help. I'm going to be very blatantly honest with you. Your spirit guides are trying desperately to get you to shake up your mindset so you can shake up your energy. You have too much tight energy around the need to move. It is creating so much resistance that there is like literally a barricade. It's like a castle wall around you, preventing you from moving. Okay? You have to tear that wall down. And the only way you can tear that wall down is by changing your vibrational frequency from the inside. I want this for you so much. And believe me, I can't tell you how many times I have wanted things more than anything, and I have blocked it from myself. So I am not telling you anything I have not had to listen to myself or tell myself or scold myself about or have to get myself to listen to my spirit guides. If something is taking forever, you are blocking it. And you're blocking it by throwing yourself into the future of, is it coming? When is it going to come? What that says to the universe is you don't have it, and you're in a place of want and need. You're lacking. And when you are lacking, what you want cannot, and I repeat, will not maybe thinking about it, it cannot come to you. Because this all is happening in the quantum world, and you're in the quantum world 7.8 times a second. Again, this is a message for all of you listening. So thank you guys who are hanging in there. You guys understand how important this is? This may not be what you guys want to hear. Carla is waiting for her message. You guys want mediumship messages, but do you understand why I step out of this to emphasize this to you? I've been an expert in this for over 15 years, and I can tell you after teaching thousands of people and having hundreds and hundreds of clients, this is the way it works, and you cannot change the universal laws. You have to learn to make them work for you. Okay, you have to learn to work with them. So do I see a house the next month or two? No, I do not. What I see in the next month or two is I see you working to change your frequency and your mindset. I see you needing to do the exact opposite of what you've been doing for the last several years. I see you letting go of the need for the house and finally realizing you have to completely transform your trying to find out if it's going to happen from readers and praying and wishing and hoping, which just is creating resistance, to surrendering to the fact that you have not moved yet, and that being okay with where you are, because Eckhart Tolle teaches the quickest way and best way to manifest and to create change is by accepting the moment exactly as it is. Then and only then, Casey, can what's holding you in resistance be shattered and you have the energy to move forward. Okay? I'm telling you the truth here. Okay? And your spirit guides are really working hard for you. So this is what you need to do. And I want you to get off of here tonight and think completely differently about all of this. I want you to stop whatever it is you've been doing, trying to get answers. Maybe this reader will say it. Maybe that reader's going to tell me. How does that move you closer to getting a new house? How does finding every new reader to tell you when it's going to happen? It doesn't. because it's not going to happen until you let go of the resistance. What you resist will persist. So can it happen? Absolutely. Is it in your potential to happen? Absolutely. You hold the key. Casey, you hold the key. You got to accept where you are exactly as it is. Find gratitude for everything just as it is right now. And trust that it is happening, it is coming, it's already available to you. And stop obsessing over it and stop measuring when it's going to come or it's not going to come. Because like attracts like. So you're just going to keep it, it's going to continue to stay out of your reach. It's going to stay just far enough in the future that you don't get it. Okay? You got this. You can do it. This is the universe helping you make a huge inner transformation. Okay, Casey? Mwah. I hope that helped you. All right, Carla. My daughter was murdered. Her birthday is next week. I'm sorry that you've gone through this. Carla, have you had readings from her before? Thank you, Paula. It's universal wisdom. Let's see. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. Casey. Let's see. Guys, keep in mind, I have to get off shortly for several reasons, but I will try to get back to your comments even if I'm off, okay? Hold on, I'm scrolling up to see something from Carla here. I also want to let you know, I'm just going where spirit, first time, Tia, welcome. Don't forget, if you guys want a reading from me, I am back on Monday and Wednesday at the same time. And Friday is animal readings. Okay. Veronica has the best readers ever on here. So I'm not closing up right now. I'm just telling you, if you don't get called on today, there are so many of you that have been trying to get a reading from me for the past week. And I'm really trying to get to everybody. But these are free online readings. These are not private readings, but you can easily schedule a private reading with someone. Okay. And I'm overly thorough. So I don't get through like 100 people per reading. But if you want a reading from me, then you can come back and find me Monday and Wednesday if I don't get to you today, okay? I will try to come back and answer your comments the best I can. But I still have to visit my dad in the hospital tonight, go across town, take care of their animals, and go take care of the horses. I should have left an hour ago. So I'm actually ruining my evening here. So just so you know, I'm doing the best I can to stay on for you, okay? So Carla, if you could just answer this for me. Have you had a reading with your daughter before? Has your daughter come through before? In a reading, please let me know. I know you would, June. I got you started, honey. And if I don't get to you today, come back Monday or Wednesday, or go. Veronica has amazing readers on here. If you don't want to wait till Monday and Wednesday, you might have to go to one of them. Okay, I'm trying my best, honey. There's just one of me. Okay, so Carla, are you still there? Let's see if Carla's still there. She might not still be here even. Shoot. All right. Well, I'll have to message Carla in the comments later tonight because it looks like she's already left. Shoot. Okay. All right. So let's see. Kawizi. I see you, June. Don't worry. I see you guys. I see you. I've not forgotten about you guys. I always think of you guys when I get off of here and who I didn't get to. Pauline wants to hear from her spirit guides. You're welcome, Presh. Pauline, you can also join the Meet Your Spirit Guides, Larkin's readings at gmail.com. And save this email to your contacts if you'd like to join our Meet Your Spirit Guides on June 27th. Okay? Just type Spirit Guides in your email to me and I'll get you registered, okay? Okay, because I'd love to answer you about your spirit guides. Oh, I need to get to Kawizi and maybe one or two other people. And I've got you guys start in order, okay? Although it looks like everybody's bopping off. So a lot of these people may not be here anymore. Let's see here. All right. Hold on. So I think the thing, Kweezy, with you is, yeah, I don't see Carl on here. Oh, that's a shame. So the thing about you, Kweezy, is that you need to start. You can always come and get readings from me on here. I love it. But your spirit team wants you to start connecting on a new depth with them. So you will be able to, thank you, June. I'm trying to get to you, honey. I'm trying to get to Grace too. You guys are on the list. Tia, you're on the list. But again, if you guys heard about my evening and what I have to do, I'll probably be at the barn till 4 a.m. tonight, exhausted. I have to drive across town 3 times still tonight. So if I don't get to you, it's because I've stayed on way longer than I need to stay on just to try to get to everyone. So just know that if I don't get to you, I will get to you next time. I'll answer you in the comments. And you don't have to wait for me till Monday or Wednesday. You can always get on with Veronica's other readers, okay? But I do try my best. So, Kweezy, what your loved ones in spirit and your spirit guides want you to do is to really start getting messages from them. And then when you come to ask readers like me, come and present them with something too and get validation, okay? Because you obviously really want to up the level of your connection and communication with Sky and be able to talk to him more like he was really here, okay? Which you can also do with your spirit guides. And, like I said, I always feel bad because I feel like I don't have new information for you. And that's because spirit doesn't do small talk. They do guidance, they do affirmations, they repeat the same guidance over and over, okay? Until you get it and you do it. And one of the things they're really doing, as you know, is they're trying to help you, including Sky. They're trying to help you strengthen your intuition, awaken your intuition and your mediumship abilities. So, like Sky is suggesting, he's there for you to practice and do that with. Sky is there for you to be strengthening that with. You're always wanting to talk to and interact with him, and it's a great way to practice that. And he's trying to help you do that. So, he suggested you take notes and mark it down and really find significant things. He also is trying to help you get out of your comfort zone as well. He's trying to help you see that line with your music where when are you doing something different? When and where are you talking about it and having a visual? And when and where are you really knocking it out of the park and doing something different for your intuition? Okay. I mean, for your communication and your connection so that you can take your music to the next level. Because the people that get their music, Kweezy, where you want your music to go, are leaping out of their comfort zones. They are leaping out of their comfort zones. Do you hear me? They don't care the risk. They're going where it's uncomfortable. And he's trying to help you do that, okay? All right. I hope that helps. You relate to it. That's awesome. I love it. Very good. Let's see. All right. Bye, Rose. I'm sorry you don't feel good, honey. I get migraines, as you know. So you take care. We're going to log off shortly as well anyway, okay? Thank you for coming, Rose. Okay. So yeah, Tia, you are on the list, but I may have to get to you next time, okay? Guys, I've been on an hour and a half, so I'm going to have to get out of here. Let's see here. So let's see. So here, guys, is what I would like to do. I really want to get to June and to Tia, and I want to get to Paula. I would like to get to Pauline as well. She might be off already. And let's see who else. There's somebody else on here I want to get to. Grace. I really want to get to you guys. Here's what I would suggest. I would suggest you joining my school. this community. You'll have daily access to all sorts of things that I'm doing, everything I'm going to do live. I would suggest you watch the comments in here because I will get back and I will answer you in here. And then I would suggest you come back on Monday and Wednesday so I can read for you, because I am in a hurry now and I do have to log off because I stayed an extra half an hour. Okay. Well worth it, but I have a very long night ahead. So I appreciate you guys understanding that. I would love to read for you. I've got you guys, I know who you are. So if you would please come back Monday or Wednesday. And if you can't wait that long, Veronica has amazing readers. You can get readings from them. My sincere apologies, but I do have to get going because I have a full day's worth of work today and it's already 6 p.m. here. Okay. So I'm going to send your loved ones off with you guys. You will get a reading. All right. Thank you all for tuning in with me today. I love you all so much. And I will see you on Friday for animal readings. Bye, everyone.